with the winter squash smell. I symbolize plenty. I symbolize the world. And some say this is the season, no point, of the Dark Mother. And here I have the angel in the darkness, at the door of joy, the crossroads of gladness. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any may hear my voice and open the door, I will come in to him and will sup with him, and he with me. What's me for? I can see more happen honor. One of the signs of this point is the Hermit, the 9th number trump, Virgo, on the edge of the seen and the unseen. Do you hear the twilight sound of the fright of the soul? Be forewarned against pig gluttony, who had his dwelling among the tombs, and no way, no man could bind him. No, not with chains, because that he had been often bound with fetters and chains, and the chains had been plucked asunder by him, and the fetters broke in pieces, neither could any man tame him. And always, night and day, he was in the mountains and in the tombs, crying and cutting himself with stones. But when he saw Jesus afar off, he ran and worshipped him, and cried with a loud voice, and said, O Kisnima Hemastema Klebma, Ye stund no forni korsen ma frida korsnema, Ye o Zemokri. We are before the school of stars. Some of them are to be seen, and some are covered by city lights or clouds. The dead and the predecessors are those we remember. The card is number 13, Death, Scorpio. And behold, we are at the point of dying and coming back to life. The season of the baby and the season of the elderly. And unto the angel of the church in Sardis write, These things said he that hath the 7 spirits of God, and the 7 stars. I know that thy works, that thou hast a name, that thou livest and art dead. There is the restoration. There is the time to cut back. Be watchful and strengthen. The things which remain that are ready to die for, and I have not found my works perfect, and I've not found thy works perfect before God. Ma kisne ba zevo kosine fistir hoche Horchi Mekano Horni Basina Hormet Sibla Kapos in our Hormet Kakit Fos in the Mafofisnia Homakakisela Ho God as they were resolved the free Zornami or they. There are obstructions to be cleared out of one's life. And some of this is old lore. John to the 7 churches, which are in Asia, grace be to you and peace, from him which is, was, and which is to come, and from the 7 spirits which are before the throne. And there's the reminder of the old and new. And there's the coming of death and life. And from Jesus Christ, who is the faithful witness, and the first begotten of the dead, and the prince of the kings of the earth, and unto him that loved us,
and washed us from our sins in his own blood. Sjörstekramor I vormanide, året in the hour benege, avfillige zi, o kan I stay more, I on a mior.
And the 14th card is art. Sagittarius. Oh, we're practicing our art here. We are practicing our art here. But we need self-clarification. And we need to do introspection. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men. or take the rudiments of the world and not after Christ.
Exterior, ochimahord in the fear, more stick on a more zorbi corpus ni mohor me, hofis ni hoch in the machin la for door dira steel or corrigilla for me.
Is it for us to command what is in the coming darkness? When your fathers tempted me, proved me, and saw my works 40 years, Misti omate zorleke zorior midorfi aoli zidozi. Not in the lust of concupiscence, even as the Gentiles which know not God. Yes, and in that way they sleep, and it is the season of sleep. Somapi colmate Solapi sodomelo corbipi zamamde hormat pelepar sope. And the quadrant constellation is Draco,
The dragon.
It is the season of transitions. These are wells without water, clouds that are carried with a tempest, to whom the mist of darkness is reserved forever. For when they speak great swelling words of vanity, they allure through the lust of the flesh, through much wantonness, those that were clean escaped from them, who live in error, while they promise them liberty. They themselves are the servants of corruption, for of whom a man is overcome, of the same is he brought in bondage. Morne dela, zorki sela mor, zela for kala hizir, havazirla for the mir. It is time to change the cloth to orange. and to turn to the bilberry tablet. Quench not the spirit. Despise not prophesyings. Prove all things. Hold fast that which is good. Abstain from the appearance of evil. Kila fornene, Zordamana pay, Ziblabame, Buzamani Conibus, La Moxin, but see La for in the state of Labator, take a labor, similar how I see Balapid, Steam off, Sneam or Sneam and upon Sneam or Sneam or the most Sneam of the Sibas, Snabble of Zico, Slow, Zibo, Bedalemo. But the Pacademy snail of Bacazilla, Gazilla of one of the Canada Terra, Delaware, whatever the Calibans, the man rather than point of the Casino Lamacresi, but up into the Skipper, the Lamana, the Captain Stable Lab, seal that to see of the women that he orders, him in the airport, see them at the quarter, and Mr. Manaman on hope of the banks, and I was any other up in the door, and Lily Balabana, with the I'm going to walk him in the Himas, the Balabas, even the Lapaport, and the Amatica, and the Lambrosine. See them more. Get a sort of minute. Even don't put tail up our Siblamane. Siblaman, Sepal Labata Stimana. Sepal Rabbit, Sibla, but the Kiman and Labanid and Amar. Z Warma Sila. Zay. Ya Ame. Amedor. 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 Amandor. In the darkness, the dusk to dawn of the year, the solar year. It is time that the ritual comes to an end. Om in a day, om in a day, om in a day for Mate, zero mo.